Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio. Today we have another special report because we have the new Tyranids Codex. So first of all, thank you very much Games Workshop for sending this over for us to preview in advance. We are very excited here because this Codex is actually very good. We've had some test games, but now is the first time that we're going to actually have a battle report and record it. We've got Gaz back in the studio.
I'm a bit nervous, to tell you the truth, for this game.
Because you've heard a lot of rumors.
Because I've heard a lot of
basically
scary things.
Yeah, you've heard me and Big Will say a lot of scary things, haven't you?
My only hope is that I've got a bigger army than you.
It's true. You've got a bigger army,
and
you have updated a lot of units that they haven't seen on YouTube because the last couple of times...
I've tested out this force twice on SN+, or similar force twice on SN+, and I think, I've got a strong list, so let's see how we can... How they fare.
Definitely. We are playing Abandoned Sanctuaries for today, and we're playing on this gorgeous battlefield. So we've changed it up. We've taken out the ruins, which we've been playing on a lot of ruined battlefields, and we've brought the Elder Terrain. So you will see the narrative in a couple of seconds time of why we're playing in this Elder Terrain. But with that said, let's go on to lists coming up next. So for my list, I will be starting, if you don't mind, Jamie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will be running this Tyranid list as Kronos. So what Kronos get this time round with the new Codex is a +4 inches to all their ranged weapons. On top of that, there's a couple of extra bits Tyranids get at the moment. So each Hive Fleet gets an adaptive extra rule in it. You can actually change it with a hyper adaptation change, which there's other tables to it. Gets a bit complicated, but after playing a couple of times you'll actually get used to it. So this hyper adaptation you can actually change every game. So if you go to an event, for example, you can actually change the hyper adaptation depending on what army you're playing against, which is very good. But for this time being, I will be staying with my adaptive one for Kronos for this game, and what that does is any guns that are within half range of their range basically gain an extra AP, which is very good as well. Yes, so I'm running a battalion for today. I've got 2 HQs. For my Warlord, I am running the Swarmlord, who is a mega boss. Was good before. I think he's even better. He's lost a couple of rules that he had last time, but he's gained a couple of really decent. He's got Chapter Master now, and he also gives a unit objective secured, which is great. He is my Warlord, so his Warlord trait basically adds 3 to all his ranges, and to all his auras and stuff like that. And he's also got Catalyst and Onslaught as his psychic powers. We've also got a Neurothrope as my other HQ. Now, I've upgraded him a bit. He's got the Resonance Barb Relic, which basically grants me a +1 to my psychic powers, and also allows me to get an extra psychic power. I've actually given him an extra Warlord as well, which is Direct Guidance. So what that does is I choose a unit within Synapse range, and I get +1 to hit on that unit.
Nice.
For his psychic powers, he's got Symbiostorm, which is the Kronos specific. He's gone for Neuroparasite, which is a new psychic power, and he's gone for Catalyst, which is basically stayed the same. 5 up, feel no pain for any unit, and 6 up, feel no pain now if it's a Titanic monster. So slight change there. When we play the game, you'll actually see what Neuroparasite actually does. For my troop choices, I have a unit of 7 warriors. I've actually paid for Toxin Sacs upgrade on them, so they auto wound on 6s in close combats. What else have we got?
So many things.
So many things. We've got 2 units of Hormagaunts and a unit of Termagants. Now, I'm trying different squads, so actually you guys can actually see what the new rules are in play. I've also tried to go for different guns as well, just for you guys again to see the difference that they made. And I can tell you right away, after playtesting it a bit, that these troop choices are much better now. So hopefully in the game you'll see how good they actually are. Moving on to elite slots, well, I'm just going to mix everything about. So
I just want to ask about these the close combat gaunts.
Yeah.
Termagants, I think.
Yeah.
They've got a pretty cool stratagem, don't they? That they can advance.
Yes, we'll probably see it in play. Hopefully, if you don't kill them before, but they actually can advance an automatic 6 and still charge for 1 CP.
It's really good.
So
it's like a mini Waaaagh.
Yes, exactly. Very, but an automatic 6, they move quite a lot in them. Anyway, let's start going into other units. We've got a unit of 6 Hive Guard with Impaler Cannons. So this unit obviously was banned around the tables. I think it's got a bit of a nerf, but it's got a bit of a buff in other ways because it's got a 3-up save, it's got an extra toughness and extra wounds now. So I think it's going to be like a mid-table unit.
Like a mid-power.
Mid-power, yeah. But still packs a punch when shooting and now is much more resilient. We've got a unit of Neurothropes? No. I don't know. The big floaty stones. Yeah. I'm actually going to check what they are. So a unit of 2 units of 3.
Yeah.
And they are very good again because of their psychic powers. They do a lot of mortal wounds. I'm quickly going to check what the name of that one was.
Oh dear.
Floaty heads. Anyway, no upgrades on them. And then we've got a unit of... What else have we got? We've got an Exocrine. Upgraded the Exocrine to have Ferocious Ammunition. Basically what it does is after it shoots, it does D3 extra mortal wounds on it.
Wow.
And then we've got a Harpy here with 2 Venom Cannons, which personally, Venom Cannons are very good at the moment. The unit itself, I think we're going to see in competitive play 2 at least on every table. At least you can't have more at the moment if you're playing 2,000 points or more. But they do a lot of mortal wounds. They do the whole move and then pivot to get. So pivot, move, pivot as well. And apart from that, they've got the Venom Cannons, which are now damage 4. Very, very good. And then lastly, we have the Malanthrope, which personally for me is probably one of the best units in the table. So you will see it in play what it does, but it's got an action that it can do. A couple of units are actually in this book can do a specific action to their data slate, which is something interesting to see. But he's got a very impressive one, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. He's got Psychic Scream and again Neuroparasite as well, and I've also upgraded him to have hardened biology. Basically, if you hit me with a damage 1 weapon, it grants an extra save to its armor save.
An extra +1 to yours.
+1 to my armor save.
That's very good.
Yeah. So that is it. That is my list. If I've missed anything out, you'll probably see it in play in the battle report itself.
In the description below as well.
And it's in the description below, exactly. So that is my list. Let's go on to the Orks.
Okay, well, I'll move on to my Orks. And whilst I'm doing that, why don't you see if you can find the name of that unit?
I will.
Okay, so Clan Rockbiter today is running as Goths. They're the most competitive clan I can take with the models I have. So it's Tripper Patrol, and that's why I can take 3 units of Truck Boys, or rather give 3 squads the Truck Boy Specialist mob. And I'm not going to go through each patrol individually, I'll just mix it up. Have you found the name?
Zoanthropes.
Zoanthropes, there we go.
It was quite easy. I think I even said Zoanthropes and then changed to something else. But...
Okay, so yeah, as I said, Tripper Patrol, and that's for the Truck Boys. So I'll mix it all up. So my HQs, I've got 2 Warbosses. My Warlord is Warboss Carter. He's over here. He's running what his standard loadout that I always give him, the Killer Claw and Brutal but Cunning, to allow him to reroll everything that doesn't reach the inflict damage step. Yeah. He's very strong on the charge, but you know, looking at the toughness and survivability and durability of some of the models in the Tyranid army, I'm a bit concerned about how he's going to fare. But let's see. The second Warboss is the Warboss in Mega Armor, and actually he was given a name at the Grand Tournament, which is just, you know, right now, it was happened last week. I was reminded that monkeys are synonymous with Gibraltar. We've got a big population of, and the oldest ever living monkey was called Michael. So now he's Warboss Michael. So let's see how he fares. He's got the Crushing Armor, and he's got the Might is Right Warlord trait. So bring him up to strength 10, really, which is and give him the extra attack, which helps. Okay. My other HQ is with Boy Limelicker, and he's got Warpath and Fist of Gork, so to give characters and the squads of boys extra attacks if they need them. Okay. Although he's an elite's choice, I'll mention him now. Because he's kind of effectively, I'm using him as HQ. He's a character. We've got the Knob on the Smasher Squig, and he's running Headwalker's Kill Chopper and Big Killer Boss. I think this is the first time I'm using Big Killer Boss with a Warlord trait, but it makes him even better at hunting monsters and vehicles, gives him extra attacks. Exactly, your army's full of them. Gives him extra attacks and an extra +1 to his wound rolls. So that's with all those relics and Warlord traits and the Triple Patrol, I only start with 4 CP. It's a big spend, but I think it makes them pretty strong.
I'm starting with 10 just because I want to show you guys at home just how many how many good stratagems there actually are.
Okay, I'll run quickly through the rest of the list. It's much more straightforward now. We've got the 4 this is elites, the unit of 4 Meganobs. They're all truck boys. Okay. That's it for elites. Actually, we've then got troops. I've only got 10 boys on the table, but actually I've got a squad of 15 and 2 squads of 20 boys. Those are the troop choices for each of the patrols. Okay. Then moving on to fast attack, we have 3 rocket truck squig buggies. Again, just to provide some firepower.
They're really good.
We've got a squad of warbikers, a 3-man squad, utility unit, and we've got the 3 squig hog boys. I've also obviously got the dedicated transport truck, and in heavy support we have not 1 squad of 3, we've got 2 squads of 3 killer cans. Again, all with rockets, and we also have the Rot Mega Tank, all with rockets. So
my favourite unit.
It's pretty cheap for the amount of rockets it brings.
Yeah, my favourite unit.
That's actually fast attack, it's not heavy support.
Okay, and the knobs to finish it off, right? Have you mentioned them? The
Mega Knobs, yeah, I mentioned the truck boys, Mega Knobs, yeah.
Perfect. So I think that's your list, right?
And I mentioned Pardo. He's here. Obviously. You watch. He's going to be vital in this case. You're basically shot yourself in the foot by giving him your luck.
Amazing. Okay, so that's both lists. Let's go on to our secondaries coming up next. Okay, for my secondaries for today, I'm going to go for the new Tyranids. One of the new Tyranids secondaries, and that's Synaptic Insight. So you will see.
You really struggle to say that.
You will see it in play, but basically the more things I kill with 3 wounds or more, which there's a lot of in this list, it's basically an easy 3 points per turn. I've also gone for Bring It Down because there's a possible 13 points to get in Bring It Down, and obviously I do need to take out those vehicles because those are basically the core of Gaz's army. And lastly, I've gone for Stranglehold just because I think in the later turns, it'll be something very easy to score. What have you gone for?
So, very quickly, I have Engage on all fronts. Everyone knows what that does. Bring it down as well, because you've got quite a few points, and I do need to kill monsters. And then the last one, again, I wasn't entirely sure what to take.
It was a difficult one for you.
It was a bit more difficult, so I took to the last, which would be my 2 squads of 20 boys, and the rocket trucks with boys.
And the unit of 3.
Yeah.
Perfect. So there we have it. That's the lists. That's our secondaries. You will see Big Will on camera for today, just for it to be a bit easier for us to play with the new. There's a lot of rules in the new codex. But anyway, we are eager to start, so we'll catch you back in a second on the battlefield.
Delarin, once a maiden world of the Eldari Empire, now a constant war zone for roaming tribes, Orks. The many wonders and structures of old cities were now mere ruined battlefields covered with overgrowth from centuries of neglect. Delarin had been a central hub in the region, showcasing the might of the Eldari's power before they had succumbed to the Great Fall. Now it had been many lifetimes since an Eldari had set foot on the planet. Only the statues of their ancient king still stood as a reminder of those who once prospered on the planet. Deep within the void of space, a new empire had made its way to the orbit of Delarin and its 3 moons. Yet this empire was different. They claimed no territory. They would never negotiate or give mercy to those in their wake. Only the ever-pressing need to devour would drive them onward. The Tyranids had arrived.
battlefield is ready. The armies are ready. Mr. Pardo, Mr. Gaz, are you two ready?
No, sort of, because the codex is really difficult, but I'll try my best.
We're playing a 2,000 point game today, Abandoned Sanctuaries, on this phenomenal Eldar board. We've got the Orks all lined up over there, and we have Hive Fleet Kronos lined up over here now. So, we'll go through this very, very quickly. Who won today's first roll-off? Okay, so Mr. Pardo won the first roll-off.
Yep.
And you chose sides, I'm assuming, right?
I chose that side because obviously we'll go through the terrain just before we start, but there's an extra wall on that side which I can hide behind.
Very well. And just to talk about the terrain very, very quickly,
yep.
We are going to be playing with this ruin over here, this ruin over here, this one over here, and this piece of terrain over here.
Which we don't know. No one knows what it is.
We don't know.
So comment below. Let me know how you would. What's the description of this?
But we are using those 4 as obscuring for today,
yep.
And we are using the rest as just either line of sight blocking or deaths.
Yeah.
So
perfect. So do you want me to go?
Absolutely, yeah. We'll get Mr. Pardo to come over to my side.
This is quite camouflaged. His army on this board is quite camouflaged.
It looks very. It fits it very, very well.
I'm not camouflage at all.
You're not. All right. So
my fluorescent color scheme. So we've got the warriors on top of this piece of terrain. Obviously, dense cover, so -1 to hit. Always good against orcs. We've got the Hormagaunts, a unit of 15 Hormagaunts. We've got the Exocrine with the Hive Guard just in front. With the flying V formation, so they cannot get line of sight onto them. We've got Mr. Swarmlord himself, obviously, the Malceptor, which is my favourite unit, or one of my favourite units in the new codexes, as I stated in the beginning. We've got the Hormagaunts on this side, Termagants on one side, Termagants on the other, just with the different guns on them. We've got the Harpy.
That's the Harpy, yes.
And we've got the Neurothropes.
The Neurothrope
and the
Zone
Thropes. Nearly got it in the end. There was a lot of new names to remember. And that's it. Nothing in reserve, everything on the table, just because it's easier for me. There's so many rules in my head right now that I don't want to have something outside because I'll forget them. They won't come in.
Look how many brains that monster has.
I know, it has a lot of
brains. Monster has very many brains. Brains in all the brain cavities.
Should lend some of his brains to DC.
And now we'll go over to Mr. Gaz's deployment.
Very smart, by the way.
He is. Look at him.
This is his uniform.
My uniform.
He goes to work like this.
Yeah. I goes work with the SMT shirt. Okay, I will start on my right flank. A squad of 20 boys. Next to them, the most important unit on the table, the Pond Knob, is having a shower with the waterfall in the pond. Because he saw such a great pond, and he came out of the cabinet and jumped in.
I like it.
Okay, moving on. The Beast Snagger Squighog Riders, led by the Knob and the Smasher Squig. They're joined by Pardo.
There he is, little Pardo.
We've got the squad of 15 boys over here. Then moving a little bit more to the centre, the Killer Cans. Right in the centre, we've got the Racketroid Squig Buggies, more Killer Cans, the Weird Boy Lime Lickers over there, the truck full of the Truck Boy Knobs Warboss Extravaganza Assassination Vehicle. That's over here. We've got 20 more boys.
Led by Michael,
yeah, and Warboss Cutter. And then we've got the
Ship on Wheels.
The Ship on Wheels, which is the Grot.
It's a ship on wheels.
A land ship, the Grot Mega Tank. And then right in this flank, we've got the Vikings.
Very, very nice.
Nothing in reserve, right?
Nothing in reserve.
Okay, so you've seen both armies, you've seen how they've been deployed. Who wants this roll-off? Who wants to win this roll-off?
I just want to.
Yeah,
I just want this to be. I want a table in turn 2.
Okay,
like Manny did.
Like Manny did to me.
You. I won't do that, but I'll try.
Right.
I just think, obviously, as you will see, Nids still have a lot of good shooting, especially with Kronos. A lot of multiple outputs, which we're going to show Jamie because he doesn't know about this, and I just think I can get him first turn is going to hurt him a lot.
Alright.
My brand new dice as well.
Ooh,
yeah.
Can we have a look at those dice, please?
Goes very well with
very nice dice.
Yeah. Let's hope they roll well for me. Should I use the one I said plus?
I'm going with the green ones because it represents how we bleed.
Okay.
So we're going to bleed with these dice.
Here we
so
go.
shall I go first?
Yeah.
I've rolled a 4.
Ooh, a 4. Strong roll.
Oh.
And a 4 as well. Okay.
I'll let you roll first now. This is going to be a 2.
Oh,
it's a 5.
It's a 5. And Pardo gets...
Oh, it's me. It's you.
Yes.
So we're going to go into the Ork movement because I'm assuming that Jamie's going to be moving everything forward at this point, and we'll catch you back when we have his shooting phase. First up, we're going to have the Grot Megatank into the Harpy over here. Are you ready, Jamie?
I am ready. Look, I'm taking dice out my pockets.
Wow.
Because I'm going to roll 7, 5, and 6s.
7, 5, and 6s. So here we go.
You did roll really hot last time.
Okay, that's not bad.
That is not a bad roll at all.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 attacks.
Okay.
Double the amount.
Doubles.
-1 to hits because of I'm a
flying.
flyer. Yep, I'm airborne, so hitting him 5.
That's right.
Yeah, 5. It's not bad.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
wow,
good.
that's very good.
4, 5.
Yep.
6, I believe, right? Yeah, 6.
Yep.
6, yeah.
All right.
And toughness.
Oh, this is 7, I believe. Yeah, this
Okay.
one does not have toughness. 8.
So it's 3s.
These
Jeez.
two ones,
3s to wounds. That is 4 wounds.
Okay. Not bad. Do you want to reroll any of these?
No.
Are you sure?
I need to save every precious command point.
Are you sure? This is
Yeah.
important because if you do get rid of this thing.
Okay, so it's 4, no?
Okay, I'll do a reroll.
Okay,
Come
so
on,
do a
come on.
reroll.
William has convinced me.
Okay.
Oh!
No.
No, William.
Okay. So 4, right?
Yes.
And these were -2.
Correct.
So I have a 3-up save.
So
Down to 5.
So you should have 5 up.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah, toughness up. So
Ooh.
now, so this is 3, 6, 9, 12.
12, yeah.
It would leave me on 1. I will reroll one of these
Ooh.
anyway, just to try. No.
Oh.
So down to 1. Whoa.
You see what I mean, Jamie? This is why you wanted that extra wound to go through, because if it had gone through.
Absolutely. Well, let me see. I'm about to move straight up to the squig buddies.
Yep.
See if they can do it with the large
Okay.
squig ones.
So-
Okay, yes. So just go through the
Two of
straight
them,
yeah.
2 of them are firing at the
So we've got
harpy.
these 2 front ones here.
Yeah, and
into
this
the
one
harpy.
who's on the terrain feature is going to fire at the Termagants.
Sorry, no, the Swarmlord you said, right?
The Swarmlord. Okay.
And what about these smaller squig launchers? Are they in range of
They
anything?
are all range 18. They're all last.
Okay, perfect. So, do you want to start with the big ones
The
first?
2 big ones into the heart. So these are the number of shots. Not bad. It's D6 shots.
Okay.
So roll aware. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shots.
Very good.
It's oh, these are 5 die rocks.
Oh,
So extra bit of 6 skill, so I'm hitting on 5s because it's
okay.
Oh, just the 1.
Oh.
Oh, and it's strength 5.
Okay,
So this is a year 5 here.
and no reroll.
And no reroll.
Oh my god, he got it!
AP,
-2, damage 2.
Mr.
Oh,
Pardo.
no, I have a, I
Mr.
need a
Barb,
5 up.
And you
I
have no
can't-
CP for
no
this one.
CP. I really want the harpy to be seen.
Oh!
Yes!
Okay, well, it's not over.
Why? Is there more
Because I
shots?
have that truck
Okay.
that is going to put its big shooter in.
Before you do that, do you want to finish off the squig
Oh, yes,
buggy
I
into the
better do
swarm?
that.
Oh yes, no, the big one.
Yeah,
right?
better,
Okay,
so
into
the
the swarm.
2d6. That's just 4. And now it is 1 hit.
Okay, and now
it is
Toughness 8.
no
So
wounds.
nothing.
Okay,
Okay.
that was that. I will fire the big shooter.
Okay.
If I can finish it with that.
Yeah.
is this one big shooter on this?
Just 1 on the truck. And it's
Sixes.
not within attack range.
No.
Oh,
There's 1 6.
Need a 5.
Oh, it's a 5.
Oh.
It's AP -2 now, right?
No AP whatsoever.
Oh, no speed.
No,
Oh,
because
so
it's
you're not
it's a
gas,
water.
you're not
Gas
speed
is
wall,
no
right, right.
So 3 up. Watch me fail this.
Yes!
There's now a big void beside the gaunts as what Jamie is coining
The William gun.
the William gun. Why are you coining it that, Jamie?
Because William advised me, said that's a very nasty flare, pump everything into it, and the last gun to kill it, it's been christened the William gun. Because of William's
William is
advice.
correct. It is a very nasty thing.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're going into the last thing of shooting, which is what?
It's those bikes into those guns.
Very good. Okay, so you're not shooting through dents at all because you can't target one of the gaunts on the side.
Yep.
You are going through it, so it's on 5s.
Just 5s, yeah. It's a lot of shots even at this range.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6. Okay, not bad.
strength 5.
Well, okay, so 3 is 2 wound here. Whoa.
So
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
4.
There's no AP on this right now, right, Jamie?
No OP on this either, even if you call the what?
Nope, there's no speed work.
Yes,
so
there's no speed
Ah,
one.
but there's no gas.
there's
So
no gas, yeah.
I'm confused. So I think they have 5 ups.
I think there's 6 ups.
The 6 up?
I think so,
check.
yeah, because
everything's changed now, so
Yes.
we're going to be checking things a lot. They have a 5.
oh, they have 5 up,
They
really?
have 5 ups now. Yeah, they do. Crazy. Okay, so
So you lost 3 only there,
three
right?
gone. Yeah, one's
Okay.
still there.
Perfect.
Shall we do the charges?
Yeah, we can do charges because obviously all the dreads are out of range as well from
Correct.
the rockets.
So what are you going to be declaring first
Right.
as your charge?
First things first, I will declare Michael into this wedge.
Into the wedge of Hive Guard, correct?
That's exactly.
Okay, I think you have to charge the Swarmlords.
I don't think so because there's no gap in there for the model to fit.
Okay.
I think you might need to. I think he can actually get into the Hive Guard alone.
Okay.
So
I don't mind charging this one.
I think you will mind charging
Yeah,
this
and
one.
believe me, you will make.
Okay,
You
so
really
I
will.
will charge the Hive Guard then.
Okay, so here we
And
go.
it's 4, but it's because it's through this, is it?
No,
no.
minus.
Oh,
No
okay,
minus. That's
so
a rule.
just a 4. And he's well within.
All right.
6.
He's in.
So Michael's in.
Michael's
Mega
in.
knobs into these bolts.
Okay, and
Okay,
they
so
are-
I will be overwatching with those.
Ooh, cheeky. So you're outside of 6 there anyway, so you do need a 6
Yes,
charge.
yes, that's fine.
So we are going to get Mr. Pardo's 20 shots up.
Yep, 20 shots at -1.
-1.
-2 because you're within half range.
That is true. That is very true. So,
So,
here we go. 6s.
hitting on 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Strength 5 to toughness 5. So force. And that is
Wow.
4 -2.
4 -2, so they have 2+ saves, 3+, 4+.
Very good.
And one of them has taken 2 wounds.
Okay, so that's 2 wounds. See if you make the charge anyways.
Yep.
You do need to
So,
roll a 6.
6.
Oof,
That is a 6.
Exactly, I want you
Very
rolled.
good.
And,
And now,
just reroll the last one over there.
Yep, and now Warboss Carter going into the brains. So I believe he needs a
6.
I think it's a 5 or 6.
5, yes, actually.
We'll
So you're
save.
within the 6, yeah.
We'll save and anyways, I just rolled it. Yeah, so
He's
it's
more than in.
more than in.
Perfect.
Well, he jumps, but he lands there.
Alright, so, Mr. Jamie, Mr. Pardo.
Yep, all ready, let's go into combat.
Michael, the marathon runner, as he sprints into the combat once again. He does mortal wounds in the charge,
He has
correct?
the crushing arm. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first thing on the impact, on a 2+, he does the D3 mortal wounds. So first of all the 2+, it's 2+,
So 2+.
and now the mortal wounds. It's a big 3.
Wow, 3
Okay,
mortal
so
wounds.
Hive Guard now actually have a better armor save and an extra wound.
Yes, so they
So-
are 4 wounds each, right?
Yes, so I'll just put it on the back one, which
Okay.
is the first one that's going to die. So I'll just put it on that one left.
Alright, and you have your attacks ready anyways
I'm
now.
starting with the Mega Knobs.
Okay, so you're doing the Mega Knobs into the Gunts here. I think this is probably the better call anyways, because you're not worried about the other attacks if they go into you, right?
Unless you roll a lot of one.
Unless you roll the ones.
Yeah.
So,
So anyway, this is hitting on, it's back to 3+s because they were in the aura of the Warlord.
okay, very good.
Yep, that's, so that ignores the claw. Negative points on the claw. Okay,
Alright,
so that is 3 misses there.
that's
Yep.
it.
Oh, sorry, is it 3+s or?
3
Yeah, it is
pluses.
3+s. Yes. Yeah, okay, and now 2.
Crushing on 2s.
Oh, that's what 2.
Okay.
So it's 8.
So 8
That's
deaths.
7, right?
7, sorry.
7, yeah, 7 dead.
Yep.
7
Okay.
dead Gunts, Mr. Pardo.
Perfect. And I won't do anything with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 CP, Big Will,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack with my Hive Guards.
Oh,
Obviously,
okay.
we've already checked. I can't pile in with
Yep.
him up there, and the one that's wounded would go into the gap.
Very nice.
So I'm going to attack. They have 3 attacks each. No AP on these,
Ooh,
but I think it's now or never before
okay.
try and blink off maybe a couple of attacks. So I'm hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad. There's no rerolls at this point now.
Not
because you
rerolls
don't
at this
have
point. I needed the first 10 to get into the command center.
One more
And
6
then
there?
4, and then 4s again. Because your toughness is 5, right?
But this one was toughness 6.
Toughness 6.
Ooh.
Okay, so I need 5s then. That is 4
Oh, not
ones.
bad.
So just hoping for a couple of ones.
Okay, yeah, he has only plus
If
1
you may.
plus. So
There you go. 2 ups to Jamie.
2 ones.
Okay.
Oh. I think that's worth it now for you. a little
Worth
bit.
it, yeah. I have the
Um,
CP anyway, so.
You are free now to attack as you wish, Jamie. So what are you going to go with in next?
So I will go with Michael.
You roll Michael. Okay, so Michael over here.
has 7 attacks.
Okay.
And he will put them into the high cards.
Hits on 2,
He
correct?
hits on 2s, absolutely. That's all of them.
Okay. And now his strength.
And now he is strength 10.
Strength 10.
Toughness is 6 now.
Oh, the
Would have been
ooh.
5, would have been better. So 3's to 1, Jamie.
Okay,
Yep.
3 to 1, Jamie.
Let's go.
Oh,
That is a
That
very
is a
bad
very
roll.
bad
so
roll.
only
Wow.
two go
Only
through
Two go
there.
through.
Yeah.
What's the AP?
This is AP with the huge chopper. AP -3.
Is that with the Warlord or?
So
So the wild is the stair.
Okay.
6 ups. Fail both. Damage?
Damage 2.
Okay, so
Kills
one's
one
dead
off.
and one's down to 2 wounds.
Okay.
So it hasn't been that bad.
Hasn't been that
I
bad.
was
Yeah.
quite petrified of what was going to happen.
I think that extra toughness has been very big though.
Yeah, and lastly we've got Warboss Carter now on the other side. She's just jumped 2 walls. She must be very tired.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Let's see
You
how
go in,
tired
so
it
there's
is.
2 units. What are you putting? All of them into
All
1
of
unit?
them into 1, yeah.
Okay.
So, he needs 2s. He needs 2s with Takeda Claw. Well, 2 1s.
2 1s
Luckily,
again.
he does have his Warlord trait, so anything that doesn't
Yes, of
reach the
course.
inflict damage that will be rerolled. And now he is hit wounding on
2s, I believe.
2s, is like
Yeah.
strength 14. So.
Yes, there's definitely wounding on Henry.
No, I think strength 12. But
Okay.
that's
Okay,
all
so
of them wounded.
4.
4 wounds. Okay.
4 so far.
Zonethropes have a 4-up invulnerable save. So 4 ups.
That's not what you want to see.
Did
Mr.
I fail them all? No,
No,
failed
you
3.
failed 3.
I'm going to reroll one of these for CP. Into a
No,
fail
good.
again. So 3 go through. Damage?
Damage 3.
Damage 3. So that is
3 dead zone throats, I think, right?
wounds 4.
Oh!
So
You
that
killed
is 2 deads.
Yeah.
Because
Two
of
dead?
no,
No,
one dead
dead
and one's a 1 wound.
Sorry, yes, 1
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
And
so
now,
like I said, a lot has got up a
Yes.
wound and an upper armor save, which is
and
why
now you get to make
why
3
they're so
more
good.
attacks now.
3 more
Jamie.
attacks that didn't reach the inflict damage, so
Exactly.
roll to hit. That's all hits.
Okay,
Roll to wounds. That's all wounds
3
again.
wounds,
So
okay.
3 more saves.
so not bad. So Pardo fails all 3 here. He does lose them, I believe, right?
I failed.
You failed 2.
Failed 2, so that's another one dead and one's down to
To one wound.
To 1 wound.
Okay.
So 1 does survive.
So 1 does survive then,
Yeah.
Mr. Pardo.
I'm quickly going to attack with all of them. I might as well. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and the last remaining one.
So
And
here we go.
These hit on. Hit on 4 5s. Headbutt time. That's 3 hits.
3 headbutts.
3 headbutts. And my strength is 5. Your toughness is 5 on that
six,
one.
six.
Is it 6 on him as
Okay,
well?
so
Okay. So no wounds.
no wounds at all.
And then what I'll do is off camera I'll fight with the Hormagaunts.
And we'll come back for any saves, if anything, right?
Yeah, we'll do everything off camera because I doubt there's going to be many, and he has a 2-up save. So we'll go straight on to my movements, I guess.
You've been overruled.
Subtle movements from the Tyranid Hive Fleet Kronos. Apart from this one unit was bounded. Bounded?
Bounded, yeah.
Is it bounded? Bounded is the plural, correct?
I think so.
Alright.
I'll go with
Or
whatever.
Bound forward.
I'll go with whatever the lawyer
They have
says.
bound forward towards the middle of the board. And we're just going to go over the rest of the movement very, very quickly because it's all been very subtle at this point.
Yes,
I do
he
think so.
boxed me in, so.
Jamie did a very good job, as
Yeah.
Pardo just said, boxed him in a little bit, kept him in this corner. So what Pardo's done is he's fallen back with the Termagants over here,
Yes.
as well as with the Hive Guard over here, just to open up a bit more space so the Swarmlord himself can also get into combat.
Yeah.
We've had the Exocrine over here shuffle itself onto the scenery just to be able to shoot down towards anything around here.
I'm gonna shoot into the squid buggies.
Yeah, mainly the squid buggies, right?
Yeah, I wanna remove them. Yeah.
And the warriors over here haven't moved at all, right?
No, they've just stayed put.
Yeah, and I'm assuming because we're going to try and probably shoot down this way, you have extra range with Kronos,
Yes.
so they'll probably be able to shoot down this way.
Mhm.
The Zonethropes have actually stayed in combat over here.
Yes.
I'm assuming because you're just going to
I'm just gonna mortal wound
he's
him
going to
to
mortal
death.
wound him off
Yeah.
the board.
His brain is gonna explode very, very soon.
And
Yeah.
finally, we've got the unit of Gaunts that have just shimmied up this way a little bit,
Yeah.
just to try and get a couple more shots into the bikes over here.
Yeah.
Now, we've had a
Basically,
super busy command phase.
yeah. Before we go into the command phase, I just want to point out that the warriors haven't moved up, just because I didn't want to get closer to the orcs until I deal with them. It's still turn 1, so if I deal with them on turn 2, then I can start moving on to that objective. But I don't really want to close up the gap because they'll basically kill me in combat. So in the command phase, the Swarmlord's done his domination of the Hive Knight, which is basically a chapter master reroll. I've given it to them before they moved.
Yes, so you've given that over to the Hormagaunts over
Yeah,
here.
Hormagaunts there. And then I've given Hive Commander to the Hive Guards. Hive Commander to the Hive Guard.
Yeah.
So basically they've got objective secured. Basically.
Very good.
More things have happened in the command phase. basically bounding advance in the movement phase has been used. It's a new stratagem. Basically, it's really good because Hormagaunts actually advance a 6, automatically advance a 6, and can still charge after that, which is for 1 CP, because it's 15 models that I have, or 15 or less. It's really good.
And
So,
I will stop you very quickly as well to mention one
Yeah.
other thing, or two other things that have happened. We've had the biggest brain of them all, well, the second biggest brain, the Neurothrope,
Siphon.
has used Warp Siphon on this unit of 3, and what that does is it allows you to roll an additional d6 and discard 1
Yes.
when you do psychic tests.
Yeah,
and
I've
secondly,
given it on the big
You've
unit.
also done, it's called a Guided Insight, I believe it is, right?
Sorry?
The Warlord trait, the Guided Insight, I believe it's called.
Guided. I've got it just behind you. Direct guidance.
Direct guidance, and basically what this does is it gets a unit a +1 to hit. So we have synaptically linked it from here to the Swarmlord, from the Swarmlord to the Exocrine.
It's so cool.
Because it's really cool.
This is why you have big brains. This is why they have big brains. DC wouldn't be able to do these things.
Yep.
He wouldn't. Anyway, so that's my movement. There's a lot happening in the second phase. We're going to cut off. I'm going to prepare the dice. I'm going to prepare the proper pages that I need, and we'll go into the second phase.
So, Mr. Pardo, after 50 minutes of consulting the tome,
Yes,
we have
there's a
already...
lot because there's actions on top of
You
the
know,
stuff.
I went with Gibraltar borders with Spain for all of you don't know, and I went to Spain. I had dinner, you know, and I came back and Pardo was still.
I'm still
looking
unsure.
for-
I'm still unsure of what I'm going to do. Anyway, he killed my harpy, so I'm very, very mad.
Yeah.
So my brains are full of power now, and I'm basically going to kill everything in way. So I'm going to start off with the actions in the psychic phase. So the Malceptor is going to go with the encephalic diffusion.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a warp charge value
And
of 6. Now, I have changed something. The Neurothrope has actually given him the extra d6 instead of the Zoanthropes, because it's much better to do it to him. Because he, as you will see now, he obviously casts extra mortal wounds. So, I need a 6 for this. I need 3d6.
3d6, remove one result.
Lowest.
And remove any.
Any. So that's a 7. So that
That's an
is an 8. So that's a pass.
Yes.
And on an 8 or more.
7 or more, you do the
Yeah.
extra thing, right?
Yes. So that's an 8. An 8 or plus, I do. I've already passed it, so that is a diffusion field. So everybody within 6 inches of the Psyker now gets a -1 to the strength characteristic of guns firing at everything within 6, which is very good. But also, it goes into the Psychic Overload. This is where this unit comes very, very well. It's done an 8 or more, 8 plus. So it's the closest unit suffers 3 mortal wounds. That means that Mr. Marathon Runner there
Mr.
is
Michael,
now down to 2 wounds.
Oh,
Okay.
I will put Michael down to 2 wounds here for you, Jamie. I know it hurts, but that's how it works.
Okay, perfect. So then we're going to go with a smite, just a smite
Okay.
with him. 3d6. Just about.
Do you want to reroll this?
Um,
Because you will reroll the 3 dice.
yeah, because I could get a 1, right? No, because
Yes, you could.
no, he's dead anyway.
Yeah, he'll be dead, but the thing is, like, the
The
psychic
mod-
overload works at the end, so if you kill Michael off,
Okay.
the
Yeah,
mortals will
let's
go
try
dead.
it out. Why not?
Okay, everyone just
Why?
spell their CP today.
Why not? So that is 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes,
So it goes off.
so it does.
It does D3 mortal wounds on Mr. He dies.
Yes.
And then at the end, right, of that.
At the end of this now,
Yeah.
you do 3 mortal wounds to the next
So
closest
4,
unit.
5, 6, 7. So
So,
it does 2 mortal wounds.
no, that's how many wounds you have remaining.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. So
Michael dies from the smite.
Yes.
Now we get 3 mortal wounds coming over into this unit here, Jamie.
Okay.
Which one of them is wounded?
Which one of them is already
right?
wounded on 1 wound.
So we just shift the wound from one to another.
Is it 3 wounds each?
Yeah, 3
Okay, so he
Yes.
dies. He dies. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Are you,
What about
Jamie?
starts?
No, not happy at
This
all.
is how good this Malceptor is. Anyway, so that's done for him. We're going to move on to the Swarmlord.
Okay,
He's going to do a Catalyst on himself,
very good. So here we go.
which is a fail.
Which is a
I
fail.
can't reroll. And he's going to do a Smite, so needing
Okay.
a 6,
That's 7.
which is a 7, passes.
Yep.
So
Does
D3.
might not become more difficult. That would
No,
Yes.
not yet.
Five was-
That is an
One
extra
mortal
mortal wound.
So that means that this
Kills
one
another
here,
one.
which is wounded, is gone.
Yes.
We will pull him off very quickly.
Okay, then we're going to go to the
Just for reference,
Neurothrope.
Mr. Pardo hates
Neurothrope.
this. He hates
I hate
having to
psychic powers.
reference
This is
all
why
stuff.
none of my armies have any psychic abilities. Okay, so Neurothrope next. He's gonna go with another smite, and I have it just behind you.
They have the Resonance Barb, which gives them +1.
Yes, to cast. So I'm gonna go. Symbio Storm is one of them, but there's nothing I can really do.
It's not worth it right
it's
now.
not worth it right now. So I'm gonna go smite, and the other one is the Neuroparasite, which is just
it can do a mortal wound.
I can do a mortal wound. So
actually, no, you can't. Because you have to exceed the toughness.
That is true. So can't. Okay, so let's do the smite first. Does he get +1?
He gets +2.
+2, so he's a
because
super
he has +1 inbuilt, +1 more for the resonance bar.
Yeah, so it's D6.
So mortal wounds. D6 mortal wounds.
Is 4.
So
one left on him only on Carter.
Yep.
Really?
So we got 5.
Okay, there's no point in doing any more powers with him.
No.
Because obviously Catalyst has already been done, and the Neuro thing I can't basically do. So we go on to the Zonethrope. I'll do the one that is with one guy remaining.
Okay.
I'll try and do a smite again.
Okay, here we go.
That's pass.
Yes.
So he's dead.
He's dead, Jamie.
D3
Would
is a 1, but he's dead.
Perfect.
Okay, so with that done, I'm just going to quickly check line of sight, see if I can get into the knobs with the unit of 3, and I'll finish off my psychic phase there.
So we have double checked. The Zonethropes can actually see the mega armored knobs.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get the unit of 3 plus.
I'm gonna warp blast. So I'm gonna smite.
Yes.
I've already cast 3, right?
You've cast
so 5, 6.
3,
so I need 8. Now it's a unit of 3, so I get a +3 to my cast.
So it's 2d6 + 3 here.
6,
that is a
7,
super
9,
smite.
10, 11, 12. It is a super smite. D6.
It's actually
just 2.
d6 + 3 because
It's
you get
true.
+1
So that's
for
5.
every single one, correct?
Yes, that is 5 to a maximum of 3.
To a maximum of 3,
unit
yes, of course.
So
that is 5 mortal wounds on that mega armored unit. Jamie?
Yeah.
One left with 1.
One left with 1 wound here.
Okay.
So do you want me to remove any in particular from here?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, we'll remove this one here because I like the other one more. And there's 1 on 1 wound, you said, right?
He's on 1.
Okay.
And obviously there's no denying on Gaz's side because his warbot, his
psychic is out of
psychic
range
is out
there.
of range. That's for my psychic. Yes. 110 down. Let's go to shoot.
Moving swiftly along into the shooting phase, but before we do, Mr. Pardo, everyone's in frame. We just want to mention that the reason why you were able to do the psychic action and a psychic power from the Maleceptor was because of your psychic oversight imperative, which allows you to do both of those.
Yep.
Right. So back into the shooting phase. The next phase, we have this unit of Tyranid warriors over here firing everything into this unit of boys. They are within range because of your Kronos. Basically, add 4 inches.
+4, yeah.
So we've got 3 of them that aren't shooting through the dents, essentially down that way, and then 4 which are. So which
these are hitting the ones that are hitting on 3s.
Okay, so these are hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, 1 miss.
Okay.
And the strength of the
It's 5, I believe.
Deathspitter is 5.
Yes.
So 4 to wound.
Okay,
So
Jamie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead because they're -2.
5 dead orcs, Jamie.
1, 2. And then these are hitting on 4s.
Okay. And now wounding on 4s.
Killing on 4s. 3
more dead. Okay.
Okay, and then it's only one more thing to shoot, which is the exocrine. Now I'll be using.
So we have 2 more things to shoot. You have the exocrine and you have the guns at the end.
The guns in the
But
end.
this is the important one now. This big boy.
He is very good instead. So I'm using 3 CP here, just for you guys to see how it works. I'm down to 2. So I'm going to go Pathogenic Slime, which has now changed. I haven't got Toxic Sacs, so it's cost me 2, but if the unit has Toxic Sacs, which is an upgrade basically for close combat, to auto wound on 6 on combat, but it makes you have to pay for it. So this, what it does is any hit rolls of 6 automatically wound the targets.
Yes.
And then I'm going to use 1 CP for the exocrine specific Observer Organism, and that gives me ignores any benefits of cover. So they basically, I'm going to shoot into the squeak buggies, so no -1 to hit, and an unmodified hit roll of 6 scores 1 additional hit.
So he observes them.
Jamie,
Observes them.
would you like to initiate the clouds of smoke?
Oh, I could initiate the clouds of smoke. That's very wise.
Do you think it is a right call for you?
They are speed freaks.
They are speed freaks. They can do
Can
them.
initiate the cloud as well. Yeah, you know, I may as well.
I think it would be a good call, right, for the game?
Is it 1 CP? I get +1 to hit, so it cancels out with 2 up.
Yep, it is. It's -1.
You get a +1 to hit?
Yes, from the Neurothrope, remember?
That is 2 CP.
With my Warlord
Yes,
traits?
that is true, yes.
Yeah, 2 CP, speed freaks vehicle.
Okay,
So it
so
makes you
2
hit.
CP.
May as well, you've killed so many over there.
It makes him hit on 3s instead of 2s now,
Yes.
which is very important.
Yep.
Okay, so it's 6 shots plus D3,
Here we go.
which is 2 more.
2 more shots. Okay.
I'm hitting back to 3s.
Yes.
So 3
There you go,
misses.
saved you 2.
I will reroll one of these
Ooh.
to fail,
That was
obviously.
CP?
Yep.
Okay, down to 1 CP. That's good.
1 6. So
That was you knocked that into a 6. I just saw you knock it into a 6.
yeah, no 6s?
No.
Okay, but how did I knock it?
When you went to pick up one of the dice, you knocked it.
Oh, okay. So these are just hit, no 6s to auto wound or auto explode. So now wounding on 3s because I'm
good.
strength 8.
Oh,
So just 3 wounds.
Okay.
minus.
-4, so they go straight through. And they're damage 3 and strength 8. So no ramshackle,
Nope.
and that means
So
that there's one
one
dead.
is dead.
Will
Does
it
it
explode?
Do these explode?
I
Yes,
think they do explode.
Just
Yes.
roll and we'll see.
Yep, it explodes.
Okay, here we go.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Very good. Okay.
Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to shoot with the Bronson on the side. There's got 2 shots each.
Yeah, 2 shots
And I
each.
think there was how many remaining?
6, 9 in total.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did lose 3 off camera.
Yes.
Until 1 with my
You
leadership.
said that was leadership and you failed it.
So these are hitting on 4s.
Okay.
And
Not
strength
bad roll.
3. So looking for 5s.
Yeah. Are they toughness 5 or 6?
They are toughness 5.
Okay.
Are they? Oh, because they're on a bite.
Toughness 5.
Okay.
Oh.
So 1, 2, 3 wounds.
3 wounds, Jamie.
Does it have AP?
No.
No, so 4 plus saves. Oh, I failed with 3.
So that's 1 dead
One
bite.
bite.
Is that one dead bite now?
Yep.
Okay. Spot, do you have anything else to shoot with?
No, that is it. A lot of CP spent. Just a charge.
Okay, do you want to roll that very quickly? Yeah.
Shall we go straight in?
Just one quick charge over here, so.
So I'm
Oh,
actually.
we've got more than one charge, sorry.
Yes, because
Yes.
there's Swarmlord's going in as
So
well.
this is the important charge.
I think I'm gonna go into these guys just to wipe them out.
Okay.
No, I'm actually gonna go into here
Into the
because that
killer
means I stop him from getting 12
Okay,
because I can basically move a bit closer to
of
them.
course.
So
That's
they're in.
definitely in, yep.
And then the Swarmlords, just to try and finish off the last knob, is basically in.
He rolled a 7 in
Yeah.
total. So
Let's
we
get
will
those
shuffle
guys
them
in.
both in, just very quickly into there like that. And we'll get some dice together because you have a lot of attacks from the Gaunts themselves. We're going to begin with the Hormagaunts now. Something very cool which is coming into play straight away here is the Swarming Masses rule. So essentially this allows you to attack with models that have the Swarming Masses ability if they're either within engagement range or 2.5 inches of an enemy unit.
Yep.
So essentially means that all of these Gaunts, bar the one that's on the objective, can actually swing into the killer cannons.
Yep.
Which means it's a big handful of dice, Mr. Pardo.
There's a lot of attacks.
Are you proud of all these dice?
Yes, they hit on 4s.
Yes.
But I'm re-rolling fully because of the Swarmlord.
That's very true. So here we go. This is what it feels like to be an Ork player. Just rolling buckets of dice over and over again and picking them all out.
Oof, a lot of fails.
There's a couple more still. Okay.
Re-roll
I'll
these.
just reroll these over here.
And then I'll pick them all up and then do the wound rolls.
Okay, so we're going to actually cut off very quickly. We'll come back with all the wound rolls and you'll see just how much damage has been done. He continues with his little maracas. Now, very quickly before he rolls these wound rolls, we are going to mention that Pardo does have Toxin Sacs on the unit, which means that all of these 6s over here are all auto wounds. So we're going to roll the second batch of wounds here, which are 5 up.
5
now.
wounds, yeah.
And
Which
Pardo's
was-
obviously looking for another little conversion because this looks like a dead unit of killer cannons.
Could be. I want as many dead as possible. Jamie, just use those dice.
Yeah. So just let's not waste any more time.
Yeah.
All of these at -1 HP, I believe, right?
-1. So you have a
-1.
12 save.
4 save with the -1. Yep.
4 up save with the -1.
3 up
Okay.
normally for the cannons.
And how many wounds do they have each?
They have 5 each.
Okay. This is interesting. Here we go. Oh,
That doesn't
Two.
look very good.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12, 13 only. I see that.
13. Yeah.
12, 13.
12, 13, yeah. So one of them is alive with 1 wound.
Yeah, they do explode, so...
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
it's true.
You need to roll for explode. So roll...
So one alive with 2
Explode.
wounds.
No.
No.
Next one? No.
No. Okay.
That was quite
It's
brutal.
interesting, Jamie.
This is why I think, like William said, we're going to see a lot of Hormagaunt on the table.
I just like that. I think they're really, really
I
cool.
think we're going to see a lot of them. 3 attacks each as well.
Jamie, I think you've pulled from the wrong unit there.
I have, yeah.
You have. So you might want to put that one back.
Yeah.
And
Let's,
put-
just remove that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to attack with him?
No, you've got to do your charging units first.
That's true.
Which are that? Ah, okay.
Would
okay.
you like to spend 2 CP to interrupt there, Jamie?
Whoa.
For fun?
Fun and giggles. You just have 2 CP, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Okay, let me get some dice ready, and we'll go with the Swarmlord next.
So despite our best efforts to tell him not to do it, Jamie's decided to spend 2 CP
We need to remember he's an orc.
to interrupt
This is what
with the last Mega Armored Nobby. Jamie, we basically ran the math through with him. You're going to do 2 damage to him on average.
That's good.
That's good. Well, there you go. You've heard it from the Orc himself. So hitting on 4s.
fails.
Oh, Jamie.
No,
We want
that
him.
was just the roll.
We want him. Anyway,
What if it was all hits and all wounds and you fail on
yeah,
your
but
six?
it's very difficult.
But that doesn't
to get to
happen
that
very
stage. I
often.
also have the parry, which is called the blade parry. So basically, the first ones that I fail basically becomes
Damage 0,
which
which
is
is very, very good.
very. I think is it just in combat?
I believe it
Yes,
might
it's
be.
belly. It's just in combat.
Okay,
So
so,
these are hitting on 2s.
how many attacks is it now?
9 attacks.
Lovely.
Hitting on 2s. And then strength 9, which is a weird strength. It's
Wound
strength
on
8 and then
3s.
+1. So 3s to wound.
Oh, wow. So that is
Okay.
4 saves at -4, Jamie.
-4.
Get 1, 6, 7, 9.
You don't have any mana to save?
No, 2.
You have a 2
So
up.
6 up.
You get a 6 up.
So, dead.
Very good. So
Very,
he
very dead.
is removed. That's 2 CP. Very well spent, Jamie. Congratulations.
Well done. Anyway, that's the end of my turn, Big Will.
Yes.
Um,
We have Jamie's attacks back with the 1 killer can.
Yes,
and
we do. Yeah.
A very quick thing that we want to mention is that you decided not to tag the other unit.
No,
of killer cans.
because I didn't know they have so many attacks. They have 5 attacks each. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 2s.
Yes.
No save from my side. So he's just gonna rinse me. As much as I want to stop him from shooting, it's not worth it.
Very
if
nice.
I had 2 CP, I would, and then also
pass the morale.
But I
Yes,
don't
of
have
course. Okay, here comes Jamie's attacks.
All yours.
That's 2 hits.
2 attacks.
This
and
one only has 4 because
yes.
it doesn't have 3 or more in the squad. That's 2 wounds.
2 dead.
2 dead.
So remove these. No leadership. I'll
Ooh.
roll anyway. I think they're leadership 6.
Okay, so just don't roll a 5 or 6.
That's okay.
Okay, that's perfectly
I've
fine.
got leadership on my boys there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need a 1.
You need a 1.
Want to pass.
Nope.
So 1
So,
goes.
and you have to take a leadership in the killer cans?
Yes.
yes, you do.
Okay,
Yes, I
we'll
do.
roll that very quickly.
He runs away. He runs away because the leadership 6, right?
The leadership 6 or even 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Jamie, so that's not what you wanted.
This is standard. This is standard death
Killer
killer
cans.
cans for him. They always run away.
But I guess it frees up the unit at least to be short-handed if you want to do anything. And
This one, 2 more are running.
2 more.
2
running.
more are running.
Okay, not bad.
Okay, so that's not the worst, Jamie.
Leadership is 5. What did I roll?
You rolled a 4.
4. So that's
Ooh.
still fine, right?
No, you failed.
I failed because
Yes.
I'm leadership 5. It's good that I checked.
Yeah.
So I need to roll
So you lose 1 from the unit.
Yeah.
And you've lost how many in total now?
3 in
So
total.
you need to roll 12.
12. Yeah. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, here we go.
Ones. So that's 2
2 more. Okay.
Oh, 2 more.
That's 2 more dead guns. Hey, Jamie, you've actually managed to kill 5 guns already.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's the end of the turn. Let's count up
Alright.
some points. I'm going to his turn.
The mastermind, Jamie Big Gaz, has finished his movement phase. And why don't you take us through what you've done for your movement very, very quickly?
I've been very, very cunning. I've decided to hide my old boys because those are my precious to the last squads.
So you've hid that unit back. Then you advanced. You got a 5 or a 6, I think, for them, right?
For that advance, yes.
You got a
5,
advance
5.
for them.
Yeah.
And you've also decided to keep these behind here. What's your logic behind this?
Well, if I move them, all I can do is pretty much get there
And
just
then die.
gonna kill me.
And then die.
Yeah.
So hide them. He has to come to me. Maybe if not, then just stay there. and do something later on in the game.
Okay.
I actually forgot to move my killer cans. I have to do that.
We'll do that off. We'll do that off camera anyways. Now, once you get to
these
yours.
boys have
moved them already.
Oh no, I have moved.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
yes, I have. To get into line of sight of that monster over there. These boys have conquered up. They're going to charge these gaunts over here. The rocket droids big buggies have moved over here.
Okay.
To get more range. This has moved into here, into line of sight of that of
Swarmlord.
the Swarmlord monster.
Very
and
nice.
The bikes have moved up to shoot and charge those gaunts.
Very good. Very good. Right. You have one psychic power that you want to
I
cast,
have
correct?
plus one.
Okay. So would you like to do that very quickly? Yes.
Needing 6.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Okay. And do you want to smite the gaunts?
No, I can just
Where is your dude? Is it here?
Yeah.
Let me just quickly check.
Oh, because he might be within 24 of
Yeah.
maybe the Swarmlord. For you
No,
live.
he's out.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I have used my Neurothrope.
Yes.
Psychic
Imperative.
Psychic.
So this one is called Psychic Augmentation.
I'm basically gonna get a +1 to my. Everybody around him is gonna get a +1 to psychic.
+1 to cast, +1 to deny, and also you ignore mortals on 5-ups.
Yeah. The only one that's gonna basically happen is the +1 to.
Yeah, it's a bit of a throwaway one for this turn, but it doesn't
Yes.
matter too much either because I think just
Yeah.
get through them and that's it.
Mhm.
So Jamie, do you want to go straight into the shooting phase?
Yeah,
Because
I'll start with those pikes.
okay, so we'll just do this very quickly. So I'll
10
come over
shots
to you.
into these bombs.
How many?
10 shots
Only 10 shots?
each.
Oh, 10 shots each. Okay. So,
So-
hitting on 5, correct?
5. Just 1, 2, 3.
Is that it?
Yep, just 3.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
And then
Orc shooting.
3 to 1.
3 to 1.
It's 2 wounds.
Are they minus any?
Nope.
No minus.
5-ups.
2 dead.
2 dead. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad. Alright.
Does Gaz need to have a think about anything at all?
No thoughts are
No.
needed.
No thoughts.
No thoughts are needed.
That's DC's line.
I am going to shoot with all the rockets into the big
Now remember, he does have a -1 aura right now to your strength, so your strength 7 only with the
Okay.
rockets.
And what's the toughness?
8.
8 on him now.
8. So it means I'm wounding on a 3.
5s.
On a 5. No, I'm sure it's 7. Oh,
7,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, you were strength 8, he's dropped down to 7, so you
So-
want 5s.
One of your 5s.
Yeah. I think you should do
I
it
still think
anyway.
you still do it, yeah, just to try and blink off some wounds from
Yeah.
him.
It depends if I'm within range of the brain monster. I suppose I can
It
shoot.
will be the same as well there.
Ah, the same
He
as
is the
well.
one-
And I
he's
can't,
toughness-
and
he's
I can't
toughness
see
8.
these.
No, the only
No.
thing what it would matter into would be if you shot the Hive Guard, but I don't think you want to go into the Hive Guard really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you need to think of a couple of ones now.
Okay, so
I suppose it's the only thing I can shoot at.
yes.
Okay,
Can,
so
can,
number.
can I shoot at the Hive Guard?
I assume you can through the gap here.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, we'll have a quick
Yeah.
look on
Because that might be
camera.
a better target for him.
So the new targets have been drawn for the Grot Mega Tank. It is going to be firing into the Hive Guard. Roll to see how many shots you get, Jamie.
Absolutely. Okay.
That's not
3,
too
4,
great.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 for this 3. Okay.
Very good.
So, rolling now to hit. I think I need 4s unless there's any negatives over here.
There are no negatives
Your
on it.
strength is
My
8.
strength is 8.
so.
It's not going to matter in this
so 3
instance.
to 1, right?
You have to
So
hit us.
I've got to
Okay.
roll 4s to hit.
Okay.
It's not great.
I think it's about half actually.
Yeah,
So,
which is average.
which is
Okay.
a nice average.
And
And
then
now
3 to 1.
3 to 1.
3 to 1.
Oh, okay.
So it's 5.
5.
5. Okay. So these are a -2.
Yep.
Pardo?
Minus 2, so 5 ups.
Oh, wow. Taking away all my 6s.
The mighty killer cans fire their rockets across the battlefield into the exocrine. All right, Mr. Jamie, how are we going to do this?
Mr. Jamie.
Mr. Jamie,
Oh, 4
So,
shots.
4 shots.
4 shots.
Stay on 4s.
Stay on 4s,
2 hits.
2 hits, and now you're wounding on 5s because you are strength 7 because of the aura.
1 wound.
1 wound, -2.
Minus 2. Okay, I'm going to carry on using this dice because they roll a lot of 6s. Minus 2, I do have a 2 up save,
Yes.
so 4 up. That is another 6. I think I'm going to
Guys, he's stolen all your 6s.
Oh, he's stealing all my 6s.
Yeah.
What are you going to do next?
The squig bug.
The swig buggies will fire into these,
And that is the end of your turn, right?
and that would be apart
Just
from,
one cheeky charge in the
apart
end.
from the big shooter there, the pistols here.
Okay.
That would
Yeah.
be my turn.
It's a small arms fire after, which you can do off camera anyway as
Yeah.
well. You are going to. How are you splitting the squig buggies then?
The heavies are going to go into the
Hive Guard?
Hive Guard, and the light one will fire into
The Swarmlord.
Okay.
Okay, the Swarmlord, you're only the Swarmlord on 6s, by the way.
It's a rolling targets.
Okay, very well.
So, first of all, the heavy squig launchers, D6 shots. Ooh, a lot of
Okay,
shots.
it's not bad.
A lot. So, that's 6 there.
Oh, that's 10. You're 19 in total.
6 there. Plus 4 from there, and then 3 from there. Okay.
Okay, this is into the Hive Guard to start off with.
Yep. So, these are hitting on 4s.
Yes.
Because of the Gretchen gunners.
It's not great.
The hits.
Let's just pull out those hits because there are far less of them.
Okay.
There's one more hit there.
Is it?
There's a 4 right there.
I must be blind. So
You are very blind, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
now
5s.
Yep, 5s. Okay.
Oh, okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5, okay.
Let's hope he doesn't make 5, 6.
And what is the minus in this?
-2.
-2.
I should. This was onto
5. Just 5,
Onto
not 6.
the. So 5 of them go through onto the Hive Guard.
onto the Hive Guard. So -2, so 5 ups.
Okay.
+2,
Damage?
-2.
Damage 2.
damage
okay.
2. So kills 1, kills 2.
Okay, not bad. So I've
Kills 2.
removed
Now
these 2 over
something,
here.
as you probably heard me shuffling some pages, I forgot about ferocious ammunition, which the extra kind have. So I actually have to do D3 mortal wounds on the squid.
On a
bunnies.
2 up, right?
On a 2 up, yes. So 2 up. Yep. D3 mortal wounds. 3 more.
3 more.
So 1's down to 6 wounds.
Yes.
I just don't want to miss that. And
That's very true. Yes.
it doesn't change the game anyway, because it doesn't kill 1. So I thought,
Correct.
let's show it off.
Okay, so that wasn't bad shooting though, JB. Now
So,
I've
like
gone down to
Well, yeah, imagine that. I could have killed maybe 1 more. So cans would have got through.
Yes,
essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Let's do
now you have
the light ones into the Swarmlord. That's 7
7, okay.
average.
There you go.
And now wounding on 6. Hitting on 4s. 2.
2. When you're on 6s.
Wounding on 6s. Nothing.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
And
I'll
then
do
we've got a big shooter,
big
right?
shooter, which will go into those gaunts.
Which one, sorry? Oh, these ones over here.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So they're 1%.
Actually, in fact, I'll put 3 shots into those ones over there.
You're going to
I
fire
don't
3
think you
shots.
can see him because that's void.
Oh,
So
maybe.
you have to go into these 3.
Or even if well, shall we measure and see if I can see? No, we'll do it off camera.
Yeah, we'll just measure very, very quickly.
Yeah,
And
let's
we'll
do
see.
those shots and the shots from the... And just those shots to finish off, right?
Yeah, but I want to see if I can fire at these ones.
Okay, do you want to hit and wound anyway? Because we
To
can...
help over here. I think I'm okay.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that
Just
looks fine,
do
yeah.
it. How many shots
Okay,
is
just
it?
3 shots at that range.
Okay.
No, none hits.
No. That's-
So that should finishes off your
That
shooting
finishes
phase,
my shooting apart from a few pistols.
which we're going to do
Okay.
off camera anyways now.
and then charge it. I could basically remove that unit because how many attacks do these guys have?
A lot.
I've got 5 each.
Yeah, I'll probably, when he makes the charge, I'll probably just remove them because it's silly to have, you're hitting on 3s,
Hitting on 3s, wounding
On
on
3s.
as well. So yeah, I'll probably remove that unit.
Alright, well, we'll just come back now once we have all the wounds and we'll see exactly what's up.
Yeah.
The war boss guy's got a little bit ahead of himself. He fired his
Yeah.
pistols.
We did a little bit off camera because it was just very mundane things.
I was just going to remove them.
Yeah, the pistols killed 3. I charged. I wiped out the squads. The second charge, there was another charge actually.
Yes.
It was over here. Oh, by the way, the killer cans also charged here. And luckily, Big Will is here, and he showed me a special trick whereby I killed them with the Ork boys, and then the killer cans were able to
Yeah.
move.
This special trick
Highly and
everybody
consolidate.
knows except him.
Core rules.
Yeah, it's-
Page
everybody knows
probably
except
70.
Apart from that, I was wanted to remove those Hormagaunts, and he really wanted to
Yeah,
roll
he was
all
adamant
the
on
dice.
the. He said he
So
got
rolled-
roll past all of them.
He rolled
so
all
he's
the
supposed to
dice.
roll all the
So me
dice.
and William just waited on the side once he did
It only
it.
took me 1 and 2. Come. Okay, this one is more important because I may well not kill them over here.
Yes.
So
just
the
kinda roll
bikes
over
did
here.
charge in. They have 9 attacks between them. One of them is the knob.
The knob. Okay.
So he's got the extra attack. Okay, so these are just like boys. Wow, that's a lot of
Okay, that's
exploding
every-
6s.
oh, wait,
All
you-
of them plus 2 exploding 6s.
Wow.
You want
So
two more
two
dice?
more dice.
2 extra. Okay, and he hasn't
How
missed
many
any.
attacks do we have each for?
Because of they have 3 each.
Yeah.
Because they have a chopper. The normal biker has 3 plus 1 for the Waaaagh, and the knob has 4 plus 1 for the Waaaagh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Plus the 2 extra hits.
Yeah.
Okay, and now it is plus 1 strength, so 5 because of the charge. And I'm wounding on 3s, I suppose.
3s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all bar
these
1.
are
Wow.
-1,
Minus
right?
1 for the chopper. Yeah?
Okay, so 6 ups.
They are
That
gone.
is the unit removed.
That is not bad at all, Jamie. That is not bad at all.
You can move 3 inches for a bit more.
Oh, yeah, that's another special trick. I didn't
Another
know.
special trick called consolidation.
Here's when I play tournaments, no one tells me about this special tricks. And I don't do
But
very
Jamie,
well.
that's because they assume.
That's because your opponent doesn't really want to help.
Yeah, they assume you know the core mechanics of the game.
That is.
That is not a bad turn.
That's not a bad turn at all. No.
So
good.
we are actually going to count up some points for Gaz, see where he stands right now, and then we're going to go swiftly on to turn 2 for the Tyranids.
Yeah.
So Mr. Pardo has finished with his movement phase. Take us through what you've done.
So again, I'm still boxed in, but I've got a lot of units, and I think I can do a lot of damage this turn.
I think so too.
It's only turn 2 as well, so I'm not that worried. Warriors have moved up. I've just been able to move a couple of inches just because I'm on dense and dense, so it's -2. But they do have all range onto these guys here.
Into the boys.
Into the boys. My extra kind of stayed put. My Malceptor has just shuffled up a bit, just to get on the objective. My Gaunts have moved up as close as possible to their movement. Swarmlord's moved up. All the floaty brains and the HQ, the Neurothrope, has also moved up onto that ruin now to basically the closest targets for smites.
And have the Hive Guard moved?
Hive Guards have stayed put.
They haven't shuffled.
They haven't shuffled just because they can ignore line of sight anyway, so
very good.
It really doesn't matter. So we're going to go straight onto the psychic phase.
Yeah, also, in your command phase,
in the command phase, I've given full rerolls to the Gaunts, and I've given the objective secured again to the Hive Guards.
And the +1 to hit from the Neurothrope you gave to...
The +1 to hit from the Neurothrope I've given to the Gaunts as
Gaunts
well. And the Gaunts this turn hopefully will be hitting on 3s, rerolling at strength 6. Strength 6 with Symbio Storm. So
and
anyway.
obviously the 3d6 casting you've done to the Malceptor as well, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, very nice.
So let's do the Malceptor first.
Yep.
So he's gonna obviously do the psychic action again.
Very nice.
He needs a 9, 3d6, and remove
a 9.
Sorry.
A 9.
A 6.
A 6. Okay, yeah. There's a bit of a difference there.
So he passes.
Yep.
They remove the lowest.
And that does 3 mortal wounds to the nearest enemy unit.
Yep. Which is the truck.
The truck.
So the truck starts with.
It starts with 10.
10. So it's down to 7.
7.
Okay. So a 6 and a 1. And everybody now within 6 inches now of the Malceptor is basically again -1 strength to the shooting gun. Nothing else I can do this time with the Malceptor.
Yeah, correct.
Because I haven't got the extra buff on him.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to the Swarmlord. He's going to catalyst himself.
Oh, okay.
Which is a fail.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Cheeky CP.
Yeah. I want him to survive as much. He fails again, so Catalyst has failed 3 times in a row. Very nice. Apart from that, he's going to smite.
Okay.
That is a super smite.
And the perils for you as well first.
And the perils for me, yes. D3 on me is just 1.
Just 1.
If I had Catalyst, I would have been able to save this, but I don't. So D6 mortal wounds is just 1. So that's down to 6.
We can do. How many wounds does that thing have?
6 left.
So yeah, the Swarmlord. Not too
Swarmlord,
sure.
I think was 12.
I think it's 13, maybe.
13 maybe, because everything's gone up. Yeah, 13, so everything's gone up. So down on 12.
Okay, so you're down to 12 wounds.
And then we're going to move on to the floaty brains on the other side. Now here's where again it gets a bit complicated.
Of course.
Neurothrope is first of all going to put Biostorm. Symbiostorm onto the Gaunts.
So there we go.
With a +1
on a +2.
With a +2, yes, that's a pass.
Very good.
Now next, and he's also gonna go and smite. I think he was. What was the other?
You gave him Catalyst, I think, right?
Yeah, but I've already failed Catalyst. So I've got on him. I've got Symbiostorm and
Neuroparasite. Sorry, that's the one. Yeah,
Neuroparasite.
Neuroparasite.
Smite.
Okay.
Onto the got 10.
Then to the truck.
Onto the truck. Yep. Which has got a. I don't think I can see the truck.
If you're on the terrain feature, I would assume you can. Or maybe with a wall or something.
Let's roll anyway. So that's a super smite again. Smite. So D6 is 3.
Okay.
So let's just do it on him. Yeah. And then but he's quite high.
Yeah.
And then we go on to the small brains. Yeah. We'll go with the first one. So
just a solo one. This one here, I don't think I can actually see.
He can't see the truck, so he has to go into the rot tank. Super smite again, because that's a 10 plus 1.
Yes.
Is D6. Is 3.
3 onto the truck, onto the what's it called? The Grot Mega Tank. And now the thing is with these 3 down here is I think they can see because of this little doorway here.
I don't know. I can't see. Can't see from here. Definitely can't see from here. So
Okay.
I have to go onto the got temp, which is the closest visible unit. So that is
Ooh.
a fail.
That is a fail, actually.
Because
Yes.
I would get a +3 to that,
Yes.
taking that to a 5, and then I get a +1 as well. So that's a 7
Why would you get the extra plus one
from the from this thing.
Oh, of course, yeah, from the psychic augmentation. Yes,
Yeah.
7.
So that's a 7. So I've cost 1, 2. That no, I need an 8 then, right?
Yes.
I've done it with the Swarmlord. I've done it with
This one and this one.
7. So I need
Yes.
an 8. So no, that's a fail. And that's
Okay.
it. That is all my smite train.
Train.
That's it. Let's go on to shooting.
Starting off with the warriors, we're going to be firing into the orc boys over here. Mr. Pardo has his dice ready.
Yes.
Let us begin.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 3s with the warriors. These and these, and then
Okay.
killing on 4s.
Killing on 4s here, yeah. Wow.
So 2, 4, 6, 7 dead. 7
Jamie
dead
removes
orcs.
7 orcs from that unit there.
Yeah. Next up, I'm gonna go with
Next screen.
Mr. Exocrine. He's gonna go into the squid buggies. Try and remove
You are
them.
spending a CP, right?
And I'm spending my last CP again for Observer Organism. So basically, the unit does not receive benefits from cover, and unmodified hit rolls of 6 explode.
Very good.
So it's D6 plus 3. It's just 1. So 7 shots. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
4 shots, huh?
D6 plus 3?
D6 plus D3.
How many-
6 plus D3.
6 plus D3.
Okay.
6
Not
plus
D6 plus 3.
Let's quickly check that. Now you've made me think, but I'm sure it's that one. 6, 6, 6. One more. Go, one more. Go, one more. There you go. Yeah, it's D3 plus 6.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. How did I give him 2s last time?
Because you gave him the guided thing over here.
Oh,
which
yes.
is the down to the goal
Which I've
system.
gone into the goal. So hitting on 3s. 3 misses.
Okay, not bad. And wounded on 3s.
And wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Okay. So -4, so they go straight through. Right?
Yep.
So again, so that is
One dead rocket truck.
1 dead, 1's down to
6.
6 plus D3.
Oh, it's true. Well, first you
It's
get it.
3 more.
No, you get
Oh,
it.
yes. Oh, I went to that row. I got it anyway.
Ah, so
So he's down,
down
to 3.
3 wounds left.
Okay,
Wow.
perfect. Okay.
Does it explode, Jamie?
Yeah, let's see.
Does it
There
explode?
you go. Does it explode?
I think it does 1 more
No.
wound then.
Okay, it doesn't explode.
Okay, next I'm going to prepare some dice and we're going to go with the guns. I'm going to show you how good they are.
Alright, well, we'll get those dice ready and we'll come back when Mr. Pardo is ready to shoot with them. The Hive Guard are up next and they're firing into the rocket trucks with buggy. Now, a very quick change to the rules, which is very, very cool if you ask me.
I hope they do
Is-
this with artillery.
Yes, because it's very, very nice. It's essentially the Hive Guard can fire out of line of sight provided that a Synapse creature can see the target. So in this instance, you've got the Hive Guard here firing out of line of sight. You've got the Swarmlord over here who is a Synapse creature and he can see the target clearly,
Yeah.
which allows them to now fire out of line of sight, and obviously they ignore the benefits of cover and
Yes.
so on and so forth.
So, hitting
So-
on 3s.
Hitting on 3s with their 9 shots now because they are 3 shots each now.
3 shots each, yeah.
And
Less
now-
strength, but more
Yeah.
shots.
And now wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5
Five.
at -2.
5 minus 2, Jamie.
And Ramshackle coming into play with they're just on 6.
Yes, so there will only be 1 damage.
1 damage, you see.
Okay.
Okay, 5 saves. -2 means they have a 6 plus. I passed you.
Okay, so that
Just
is-
about failed though.
Yeah, does it explode?
Does it explode? Do you want to spend it?
Yeah.
Oh, so just I think it's just 1 mortal roll.
Yes, I'll check, but I don't know.
I was going to ask if you wanted to CP reroll that last one there cheekily because in that instance you would have passed it.
That's okay.
But
I would have failed.
And then lastly, I'm gonna shoot the 13 shots. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 from the guns into the killer carts.
into the okay.
So I'm hitting on 3s because I've given them +1 to hit.
Well, actually you'd be hitting them on 4s because the base is on
okay.
the thing.
So hitting on 4s, re-rolling.
Yes.
Hitting on 4s.
Yeah, for rerolls here because you have chapter mastered them.
Yeah.
As the colloquial term is used.
It's
from
the easiest
Swarmlord.
one to understand. 4s. Oh,
Okay, that's not very good.
And then 3s to wound.
Yes, because they are strength 6 from the Symbiote Storm.
So 4, 5, 6 at -1. So 4 ups.
6 4-ups.
6 4-ups on the kill cons. I could kill one.
Yes, it could. Could kill one.
6 4 pluses. Let's go.
That's 4.
4.
So it nearly kills one.
Yeah, so
It's not
it is
bad.
damage 1. So
Yeah.
there's 1 left.
And then 1 charge, which is just going to finish the phase. So he's
Yes.
going to charge into here. I'm not going to roll because I can't
Yes.
can't move more than that.
Let's, shall we
6.
just see if it explodes?
No, look, you wanted to roll all your
That is
dice.
very true.
So now I'm going to roll all my dice. That is 1 miss, strength 9, so wounding on 3s. And these are minus 3.
Minus 3 or 4, I
I
believe.
think they've given him minus 4, which I always complained that he had minus 3. So,
Would you like to roll to see if it explodes?
yes, minus
Yes.
4, damage 3.
Let us roll to see if it explodes.
Okay. No, it
No.
doesn't.
Where is the dice gone? I can't even see it.
No, it's a 5.
It's a 5. It's stuck under there,
I'm
which
just
you
going to
can't see.
move 3 inches, I think. And that's the end of my turn.
Ooh,
That was
okay.
quicker, that was quicker.
That was a lot quicker, yeah.
That was
Less
a lot.
things on the board means that we're going to have quicker turns now.
Yeah,
Gaz, how do you feel after that turn?
Not very good. It's really hard, I'm finding, to do any damage.
Yeah, but you're still controlling the
I'm
board.
controlling
You
the
are.
board, but...
Yeah.
but
You are scoring at 12, which means that you're ahead on primary now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting, I think. It's going to be a case of can the Tyranids push far enough, quick enough.
Next 3 turns.
So we'll catch you back after Jamie's movement. 16 shots in total. Jamie is ready to go.
Okay, I'll roll over here.
Yeah, hitting
Hitting
on
on 4s.
4s. That's actually dreadful.
3, 4, 5. 5 hits, okay.
Okay.
Wounding on 4s.
Yes.
So another 3.
3.
3
Okay.
4 ups. 2 are
Oh no. There's 2 more to go through, which is 6 more wounds. So he's down to
Down to 3.
3 now?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Jamie, what do you have left to do now?
Well, that's my big guns gone. I will put the 2 bikes into the same target, I may as well.
Okay.
Into a Swarmlord.
Into the Swarmlord, yeah.
Okay.
And then I can free up my charge pads to the guns.
Okay.
Okay. I
So-
like it. Daring.
So let's do it. These are hitting on 5s. Wow, I wish I could roll like that with the killer cans. Oh, the thing. Okay.
And now only on 5s.
It's 2 more. No AP.
Okay, so he's
Pass.
fine.
Okay.
So the Swarmlords continues to be left on 3 wounds.
Just the 4 pistols. So 1 hits. 1 wound.
Okay, no AP here. That's,
Okay. So I will have to deal with him in combat.
I think you will have to. And Pardo was not in range actually. That was more than 12.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So that is the end of my shooting phase.
Okay. So Jamie, do you want to go very quickly onto your charges here? You don't have
Yes.
to cut up for this one.
Very simple.
Just-
Killer cans and boys into
Okay,
the...
so who are you doing first?
I'll do the cans first. They're in.
They're in anyway.
Uh,
-2. So
There is a
they're not
-2, so I don't think they get in there,
Oh,
in.
Jamie.
So you need to reroll.
You need to spend a CP
Wait,
to
do
reroll
you
that.
do they have the
No,
one?
they don't have both.
They don't,
So I need to waste the CP.
They're in.
Just.
Okay.
And then the boys. Okay.
Okay, very good. So we will get those piled in, we'll get the dice ready, because I am assuming that there's going to be a decent amount of attacks into this, and we'll catch you back when we've got those ready. Swinging in first, we've got the killer cans into the 3-wound Swarmlord,
Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s.
hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s.
So let's go. 12 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, and
hits.
strength is
Strength is 8.
8, so yeah, wounding on 4s. Oh,
Oh, just 2.
so here we go. So you got 2 saves.
Yeah,
This
4 up.
is.
Pass.
Fine.
4 up. Fails.
Fails.
Goes to 0
Yes.
because of the parry.
So he does convert that one to damage 0 because of his
Okay.
blade parry.
So I have to rely on my old poison
Yes,
to
you
do the work. Unfortunately, I was going to use Unbridled Carnage, but I had to.
Unbridled carnage.
Yeah, I had to waste the CP to reroll for the charge. But anyway, let's see what they can do. They've got Warpath on them.
Hitting on 3s, right?
They want 3s.
Okay.
So, they roll with the misses. Okay,
Not
and
bad.
then there's
There's a
just
2
extra
there as well.
hits there. There's a 2, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Both things.
And now wounding on 5s, Jamie.
105. Perhaps I should have used ramming speed to
But
charge with them.
You should have,
Well,
if anything,
CP,
attacked
yeah.
with these first boys. So if he fails any saves, he only fails them. He ignores the damage 1.
Does this Warlord have swaps?
He has a
3
12,
ups?
yes.
Okay, so 3 ups.
Just 1 wound
That's
done.
1 wound.
So down to 2 wounds, Jamie.
Oh.
That's not what you wanted.
No.
Uh oh.
I'll strike back. I need to check because I think he carries on hitting He carries on with 7 attacks, but hits with less weapon skill.
Okay, we'll check that out very, very quickly for you all, and we'll get back with the number of attacks. So we've checked. The only thing that degrades is the weapon skill and the movement and all that, but not the attacks. So he still keeps on going with 9 attacks.
Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s.
That's wounding on 3s. And going right through on 3s, actually. Oh.
Yeah, so that kills 1.
Yep.
That kills
another
because they're damaged 3
and
now.
That kills another, so 3 dead.
That's 3 dead. Do they explode?
Let's see, hopefully.
Yeah, you want the 3, so you want 2 to explode. You want to do 1 at a time?
2.
No. No.
Why the dice are flying over?
No.
Okay.
That is an absolute disaster.
That is an absolute disaster.
I should have charged with ramming speed and done D3 mortal wounds.
That is a very good idea as well, yeah.
I think you should have killed him anyway with the killer cannons, but obviously that parry coming into play now, which is a good. He doesn't have a 3-up invulnerable for those of you asking, but that parry when you the big, you still have a 4-up. You can re-roll as well one of them to get a bit more survivability. So
yeah, and having that damage, ignoring just any damage that goes through to you is very, very big.
I've already got my full points for my specific Tyranid ones because I've killed those 3 and 3 extra points for bringing it down.
Yeah. So I was actually last battle round already. So this is a new tally now.
Yeah.
Because this tally secondary is amazing.
Yes, it's so good.
And essentially this now has gotten you
points.
Your points already again for this turn.
Okay, so, my turn 3. I get 4 points for primary, and I'll move.
Okay, well we'll get back to you after we finish up the Tyranids. Turn 3 movement. The seemingly endless swarms of the Tyranids continue to pour forth across the Eldar ruins. We finally had some movement coming out from the Tyranid warriors as they come off of this objective with an advance, I believe, right, Pardo?
Yes, it had to be an advance because of the -2 from the
So we advance onto this one here just to hold that one. He's had the Swarmlord essentially fall back out of combat due to his relentless ferocity synaptic imperative. He can fall back and charge again.
Yeah.
So he's obviously just swung around from this unit here. And now looking to get himself off one of these 3 potential charges, depending on what's left, really. We've had the Gaunts continue to come out from this little gap here between the ruins, and the Maleceptors obviously joined behind them. We've had a bit more shuffling from the X-Screen.
Yeah, just in case I need to get line of sight.
Exactly, and just some bit more movement from the Zoanthropes. Going over the command phase stuff, why don't you just take us through that very quickly?
Chapter Master is easier to explain. On the Gaunts. I've given objective geared again to the Hive Guard with the Synaptic link. I've given an extra D6 on psychic powers from the Neurothrope onto the bigger units of floating heads.
Okay.
And that's
plus
it.
+1 to hit you've given to...
And +1 to hit on the Gaunts.
On the Gaunts again. Okay, nasty.
That's so much stuff. We're going to go straight into the psychic phase.
Yes.
And then we'll stop for the shooting. So, the Swarmlord is going to go with Catalyst. Hopefully he passes it this time. He passes it. You can't deny, Jamie. You can't deny, right? Because you can't deny 1.
Yes, I won't deny that.
You won't deny it? It's 5 up for
I think it's the one you want to deny because he's just on 2 wounds.
Okay.
So this will give you a bit more survivability. That's a pass.
Okay.
He's going to Smite the closest target, which is this one.
Lime Liquor is on form today.
Yep, that's a Smite.
And that is D3 mortal wounds.
Which is 2.
So how would you like to take these 2 mortal wounds, Jamie?
Okay.
So just taking 1 guy off and leaving 1 wound on the knob, correct?
Then I'm going to I'm going to Psychic Screen.
Okay, so you're going to do the Psychic Screen from here.
It's a pass.
Okay.
So that is D3.
Okay.
+3, so they're basically dead.
Yes.
Because obviously he's dead on more than 8 wounds.
There.
He's also got no, there's nothing else.
You could also smite, and I think the closest unit would be this, the closest visible.
That's true. So I'll smite with them. This is the second smite.
Okay.
Does he get a +1 to cast?
He does not, no.
No. So that isn't a super smite.
D3 +3 though.
Is 1.
So that's 4 mortal wounds dealt. Well, 1 of them is done here, actually, onto this.
Yeah, that's
and then 3 are done onto the bike. Because this is the closest visible for smite, but this is the closest unit for the special rule. Yeah, correct.
Okay, crazy. He's just dealt so many mortal wounds by himself. This is why we won 3 of them.
Yes.
Okay. Next up, we're going to move on to the smite train on the other side.
Okay.
Symbio Storm onto these guys.
Okay.
Which is a pass.
Very good. Let's get +2 to cast.
Yes, sir. and then he's just going to smite this guy,
The lone biker, okay.
which is
Gets
because it's a plus
+2.
2 to him.
That's
So
7.
this is my second smite.
This is your second smite.
No, this is my third, isn't it? 1, 2. That would be my third. So that would be a fail.
Oh, okay.
That would be a fail. Let me re-roll that.
Okay.
Into now he's dead.
Into a 9 + 2, which is 11.
In 11, yeah. But that was against the bike.
Yes.
So
Okay.
he's
Yes. Cool.
Then we're gonna go into the lonely floating head. So he gets 5, 6, 7 + 1, right?
So that fails.
That's fails
You
because
need a 9.
I
now.
do need a 9. Okay.
And now you have this
That's
unit over
with,
here.
with 3d6.
3d6 +3.
Yeah.
Remove 1 dice.
So remove 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're
So
fine.
fine. So it does go through, right?
And this is now D3 +3.
D3 plus 3.
There's 5 more
5
wounds
mortal
dealt onto this boat here.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty crazy.
Down to
1.
Okay. So let me have a little think about, and we'll start shooting.
We've got the Gaunts firing first into Lime Liquor. He is not within 3 inches of any units, so I think he's going to eat a little bit of bio weaponry now.
Yes.
So
I'm shooting through the statue.
yes,
So I'm hitting back on 4s,
on 4s.
but I'm re-rolling.
Yes, correct.
And I'm re-rolling.
Okay.
Okay.
And now that extra strength from Symbiostorm is very, very good.
Yep.
Because
Because
it
strength
gives
6
you
now.
3.
3's 2 wounds.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So 3, 6, 7 wounds.
And
And
minus
-1.
1.
Minus.
Dead.
Because he has a 5 up only, no?
He has a 6+.
Oh, 6 up. Say.
Hmm.
Okay. Next up,
Not
I'm
good.
gonna do. He's gonna try and finish off the
Okay.
I haven't got any CP because I re-rolled the psychic
Very good. So it's,
power. So it's
D3
D6 plus 3.
T3 +6.
That's way.
Yeah,
Whatever
so
you
that's-
say.
That's 9 shots.
9 shots. Hitting on.
I would assume you'd be able to because you can draw from the back line here, for example,
Yes.
and you should be able to clear it.
Yeah, I'm on the terrain as well.
Yes,
so-
exactly. So hitting on 3s.
Yep. There we go.
And I'm only on 3s.
I'm wounding on 3s. And it's -4. So does it no invulnerable? Nope. Okay.
And
Does it
that is
does
how
it-
much damage is that, by the way, Pardo? I mean,
That is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
nice.
25, 26, because he does multiple
So you
wounds.
killed the knights. Congratulations.
Yeah. Okay, they would have an invulnerable save.
Yeah, of course, but you know, enough
Okay.
damage to kill the knights.
I'm not going to shoot with the warriors just because I want a closer charge here
Okay,
with the Swarmlords.
You could shoot the character.
That's a 6.
that fails
Warrior.
because of the -2.
So that becomes
A
a
4.
4. So that is a fail.
Okay,
So I stay where I am. I get stranglehold at least.
you are holding the middle objective as well now,
Yes.
at the very least, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie, it's looking really tough for you right now.
Yes.
Like insanely tough. I think we're going to count up some points and we're going to see where the game stands exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think Jamie's got a lot of work to do at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Jamie, we have actually calculated the points. You're only 2 points behind Pardo, even though you're very behind in the board state.
Yeah.
So we're just going to play it through a little bit, see what happens.
Yes.
So what have you done here in the middle, which is the
Okay.
only unit that you've actually moved?
They've all moved up.
Okay.
The bomb squigs, the squig hog riders and the normal the smasher squig.
Very nice.
They're going to engage this. Hopefully, Pardoom will just defeat that.
I like it.
The Swarmlords.
So you don't have much more to do, so I think we just move on to it right now.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll roll for Pardoom. It's
Okay.
a 3+.
On a 3 up,
Okay.
Okay.
So now he does D3.
and now we do
wounds.
D3 mortal wounds, and
Yay,
he kills
Pardo.
the Swarmlord. Does he explode?
Yes, he does.
I
Death
think
throws.
he does explode
Death
on a
throws.
6 up.
Let's see.
Here we go. So on a 6 up, it explodes.
No.
And that is not. Okay.
Nice.
Hey, look, that's good.
That's
You killed
bringing
him.
down points, and I've killed somebody from the center.
Exactly.
2 points.
Very, very good.
So that's 4 points for that kill. No? Nice.
Yes, essentially.
Yeah, 4 points.
So
Okay.
not bad. Okay,
All right.
next you
I
can
will
throw your
throw the
spears.
stickers in there.
Let's
Okay,
Hitting 5s.
that's 1 hit.
1 hit. And they are beast staggers. So
Does that add 1 to the hits?
let me
potentially?
just take the beast stagger. So each time one makes an attack that targets a vehicle or monster, add 1 to the attack's hit.
Okay, so that hits on
So-
4s.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Not bad. Okay.
Okay.
And now strength.
So it is with the sticker and shooting, strength 5.
Okay, so you need 5s here.
5s.
That's 1,
Plus
only.
1. Okay.
AP.
AP -2.
Okay, AP -2.
Damage 2.
Into the extra line, right?
Yep.
Very good.
Okay.
There we
So
go.
4 up. That's a pass.
All good.
They
Never mind.
2 up.
And I'll try with the saddle gets. That's 2
Okay,
hits.
2 hits.
Again, this was strength really low. Saddle
6 is to 1 probably.
Yeah, strength 4. So
6 is to
6 is to 1. Wow, 2
Have a
6.
hand.
Okay.
But this
AP,
has no AP.
so 2 ups. Okay, all good.
passes.
Okay,
Um,
I'll throw the slugger in, which hits and doesn't wound. Okay,
Okay,
that's
very good.
that's the shooting phase.
Right. Well, let's not waste any time. We know what's going to happen over here.
Yep. So I will engage it.
Okay, so you're going to
So-
charge the squig hogs in first.
Swing hogs in first. That's a 4.
So 4 makes it anyways.
Makes it
because you
anyway,
can't
and now-
physically fail this.
The knob on the smasher squig.
Okay.
That's
Which
a
is a
6.
6. Okay, so they're both in.
They're both in.
Do you only need to
I
cut off
do-
at this point?
No,
Do the
because
mortal
if
wounds.
he
and
knows
then
the-
Of course, because you do have mortal wounds. I'll just move these little squiggies in for you.
Yep, and now he
The little
goes in.
squiggies are good.
And it's 5d6. Every 4 plus is a mortal wounds.
Okay.
That's 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds dealt already. Not bad. So it's
I'll
down
count
to
the other way up. so
down
that's
to
three.
12 wounds left.
Yep.
Okay, Jamie.
Okay.
It's all yours. The ball is in your court.
All is in my course.
Would you like to gather your dice?
Mr. Pardo cannot interrupt.
No.
I will go with the Swig Hog boys first.
Okay, very good.
So they have 3 attacks
Would
each.
you like to unbridled carnage for
I
fun?
will unbridled carnage for fun.
Yeah.
So they have 6 attacks each. 3 attacks each, sorry, so that's 9. Alright.
Okay, so unbridled carnage.
Exploding 5s and 6s.
Okay, here we go. Okay, that's not great.
It's not great. Basically, these 3 leave.
And you
then I
add
put
2
2 back.
in. Okay, not bad.
Not bad.
And now?
And now so I am adding, although I was adding 1 to my hit roll, wasn't I?
You
Because I have a
will,
beast
yes.
stagger, so actually
There was a 2 there,
there was
right?
a 2 that would have been an extra hit.
Okay.
So basically it's as if I missed nothing with
Okay.
the unbridled carnage. And now the sticker, let me just check its strength. So it's strength plus 1, so strength 6. So I'm
Okay.
still wounding on
On 5.
5s. Alright. That is
5.
5
Five
saves.
Okay, not bad.
Minus 2 damage to
Okay, so 4 ups. So 2, 4, 6 damage.
Okay, 6 more damage
That
dealt.
leaves it on 3, I believe.
No,
No.
5, 6.
9 to
6.
4.
Leaves it on 6.
Oh, sorry, 6 wounds. Yes,
6
6
left.
wounds.
Yeah.
We can
Okay.
all do math here.
Yeah, and then you've got your.
The jaws, yep, so that's 6 attacks from the jaws.
Okay.
Again, adding 1 to the hit rolls. So, this does have unbridled carnage as well, so in overall I get plus 1 attack,
Okay.
plus 1 hit. And now I'm wounding. So the Swig Hog jaws are a bit weaker than strength. Well, they're strength 6 still, so
5s.
5's 2 more.
2 more minus?
Swig Hog jaws AP minus 1.
Okay.
3 ups. Both
All
ups.
good there.
Okay,
Very well.
and the saddle gets it's 1, 2, 3 hits actually. Yeah. And plus an extra one for unbridled. But this is wounding on 6s.
Okay.
1 wound.
Okay, just 1 wound.
Minus.
That's all.
No minus.
No minus.
Okay.
That's all fine.
Yep.
Okay,
Alright, so now
finally.
it's down to the knob on the Smasher Squig. Now he's got all the upgrades, so I'm just gonna check what he
Okay,
is.
well, we'll cut off very quickly so we can double check that, and we'll come back when we've got the number of attacks. We've gathered the dice. It's actually a pretty dangerous
It's
combo
pretty good.
here.
Yeah, because it's a monster, I'm getting an extra 2 attacks because of my Warlord trait.
Okay, and you have
So-
some to wound as well, right?
And I've got add 1 to my hit rolls because it's a beast snagger, and add 1 to my wound rolls for my
So
Warlord.
you're hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s
Yeah,
then.
it's not bad with the kill
Pretty
chopper.
nasty.
Pretty nasty. Okay, so hitting on 2s.
Okay, so we drop
Alright,
1.
drop 1, but with I know this one doesn't have unbridled carnage, but he's a goth still,
Okay,
so it's 2 extra hits for the
not
6s.
bad. And now wounding it on 2s.
Now wounding it on 2s.
Okay,
Oof, all but 2.
that's
Alright.
5
And
in
it
total.
is AP minus 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so there we go. 5 ups for Mr. Pardo now. Woof.
2 go
That's
through.
2
Damage.
Damage, it's either 2 or 3. Let's check. It's damage 2.
Damage
Okay,
to
so
2.
down to 2.
Down to 2 wounds. And you got your squig jaws to do very, very quickly, Jamie.
Oh, yep, the Squig Jaws, 2 extra hits.
No,
2
Nothing.
misses.
Very good.
However, the Kill Chopper does actually deal a mortal wound every time I roll a 6 to wound. However, I didn't roll a 6 to wound, did I?
I don't believe
No,
you
I
did. And if you did, it's too late. You should have
Too
seen it
late.
before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that I'll attack back off camera because he's degraded as well and hasn't got a lot of attacks. And
We also
that's my
noticed that
movement.
you didn't even shoot the hive guard.
I know
last
I
turn.
didn't shoot the hive duck, so I could have killed actually a couple of those big hogs, but it's my problem.
It happens. It
Yeah.
happens. So yeah, we're just going to do that off camera very quickly. We're going to see what
Okay.
the score is like for Mr. Pardo now.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll just see what the board state is like because
Yeah.
things are just getting very, very
I
hectic at this
think I'm
point.
about to cut the head off the snake.
For
So
sure.
I think the head's been cut off already.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Mr. Pardo, why don't you take us through what's actually just happened?
So Jamie's actually gonna surrender. He said.
Yes,
He said,
surrender.
Exactly.
Because we've worked it out. I'm already in the lead
By 10 points already.
by 10 points already. These guys are just gonna die from mortal wound output. I'm actually trying to move back, but everything is gonna shoot. Everything is now on every single objective except for the back one here, and I really don't even have to do anything to him. He's gonna get 4 points for his primary there, but I will be scoring Stranglehold. I will be scoring 12 points for primary in 2 turns.
Yes.
And that will just make me win the game by a big margin.
Provided that by turn 5 you are in the middle objective, you get a little top up of points as well for that.
Exactly.
So
you're going to overtake it out. I won't be able to catch up, even with to the last.
Yes, because that to the last represents 14 points in this scenario right now for this turn for you, which he'll just overtake next turn anyways.
Exactly.
So, handshake.
A very good attempt by the Orks, I must say.
They did quite well.
So,
but we've seen the resilience of that the Nids now have with extra wounds, extra everything, basically.
Yes.
So, yeah, let's have a good chat for the conclusion, because I think there's a couple of mistakes, I think, that you've already said off camera that you got, and obviously we'll talk a bit about this new book. So there we have it, a win to Hive Fleet Kronos, to the Tyranids. Obviously the new Codex coming into play and being very, very strong, as you guys have already seen.
Really strong.
Very strong. A lot of muscle wound output, a lot of shooting, which, before we go into the game, I really liked when Nids was very close combat orientated, which I think still they can be, but I think the most powerful stuff in the Codex is the mortal wound output in the psychic phase and the shooting in the shooting phase, which I don't really like. I want the Nids to be up close and personal and kill things with their claws and teeth more than guns. But I think that's the way we're going to see them. Anyway, did you enjoy them?
I did enjoy the game. It was a good game. I felt turn 1, turn 2 I had a chance, but then it became, as from turn 3, a little bit demoralizing.
Yes.
After my turn 1 charge, I put all my heavy hitting characters in there with all the relics and the Warlord traits, and they didn't do anything.
I know.
They just couldn't get through your
we
wounds.
We really saw the durability of what the Nids are. Like, a lot of the monster creatures now have a 2-up save.
I wasn't even attacking. I was attacking Hive Guards.
Yeah, exactly.
And zone throats.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't even. They weren't even that great. So
a lot of the units have a 4-up. So zone throats, for example, have the 4-up. A lot of the bigger monster creatures now with the 2-up save, actually a -2 from most of your army, because that is the standard high AP from an Ork. You're taking them down to a 4-up as well, not a 5-up anymore, which is a 50-50 chance. And apart from that, I think it was mostly the mortal wound output I was hitting you with.
That was also tough. You just completely. I never got a chance to use my attack and death. I forgot the name of the
attack and death. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but because you just killed me in the psychic phase.
Exactly. Yeah, very strong. And again, couple that with the amount of shooting I had after that. They're amazing stratagems, really cheap stratagems as well. It was just, I really thought I was going to struggle, because you played it really well, right? You boxed me in the first 2 turns, and you had a bit of a bad roll in the turn 1, because you should have actually done a lot more damage. But look, you killed.
I think it was. I think the luck was pretty bad overall. Yeah,
you killed the Harpy, which is a very decent unit, and that was turn 1, which I'm a bit sad. I'm still a bit sad because I didn't get to use it yet. But killing a Harpy, boxing me in, but then I just you just killed too much. So as soon as I unboxed myself, it was a bit too late for you.
I couldn't stop you.
I probably would have tabled you by the end of turn 5.
Oh yeah, I think so.
But yeah, anything else you want to add?
Well, I don't know. What do you think? Did you think you made any mistakes in the game? Something you could have
done?
I'm
100% sure I've made a lot of mistakes. If you've seen any or think I could have done something differently, please comment below, because obviously it's my second game with me using the Codex. So there's probably already a couple of comments of things I've got wrong. But tactics-wise, there wasn't much I could do. I got boxed in. I needed to deal with what was in my face.
I think you did well.
In my face, but I think you made a couple of mistakes. I think there was a point where you could have killed the Swarmlord.
I think I could have killed the Swarmlord with the charge of the killer cans if I was a bit more tactical.
Yeah.
Perhaps when I charged, I did have 2 CP available. I could have used ramming speed. It just slipped my mind. and then I could have done some mortal wounds potentially
And
on
killed
the
them
charge
off.
and potentially kill him with that.
Yeah.
And I think I should have attacked with the boys first, you know, so that when you use your ability to block the damage of the first wound,
Yes.
it would have just been the one
A
damage
damage
for a boy.
one.
Whereas William immediately
Yeah,
pointed
that
that
parry
out. So
rule, that parry rule is really cool.
that
Yeah.
was very good, yeah.
But anyway, we've enjoyed it here. Obviously, a lot of laughing behind the scenes, and we have seen a glimpse of how good the Codex actually is. With that said, if you want more content, make sure you head over to smbarrypots.com, where we have SM Plus for extra weekly content, and at the same time, you're supporting us. Another thing to note is our Discord is now open to everybody, so link is below as well. So join us in the SM community Discord, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thank you again for being in the studio. Big Will, you've already left, but thank you for recording.
He went home really quickly.
Yeah. It's late, so I think that was a good idea for him to leave. Anyway, we'll catch you back in the next Bar Report, coming very soon.